Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video we have a Black Library review, and we're back with the Dawnbringers short story week from Black Library, and this time looking at Heir of Shadows by Taylor Roberts. Now this is her first Black Library short story, which is awesome to see. I love these short stories that they generally bring out new authors, bring out new people that might produce, major stories of Black Library in the future. But just a little aside, sorry this has taken so long to get this one. Unfortunately, there was a download issue when Black Library updated the Dawnbringer short stories, so we're going to go through the last 3 of them over the next few days and finish it up, looking at all 5 stories. We've already done the first 2, which were The Road to Hell's March and Past Returns, but now we're going to look at Heir of Shadows, and we'll have the other 2 coming in during the rest of the week. But with that all said, let's talk about this story. And so, the story itself, Anhill, an injured witcher, follows along a Dawnbringer crusade with a nefarious purpose. Unbeknownst to the Cainite warrior, though, another soul in the ranks of the crusade has a hidden agenda all of their own. So quite a nice little story, Dawnbringer focus, but actually sort of follows a Cainite that's attached to a Dawnbringer crusade. And so, this story's purpose, I think more than anything, this story shows us the disharmony within the ranks of Order. So often we get asked, well, why are Witch Elves in Order? Why are they not Chaos or Destruction? Why are Daughters of Cain in there? Idnef Deepkin, the same thing. Why are they not a Destruction Army? Why are they not? And Order, I think, just means, they like to live in civilization, really. Order doesn't mean good in Age of Sigmar. I think that is one of the biggest sort of things that people need to get their heads around when thinking of Order. It doesn't say good for a reason. But this also, while sort of showing us, the disharmony within the ranks of the Dawnbringers in this particular story, we also get a really cool look. As we're in the realm of Ulgu, we get a nice look at the mysterious and quite, at times, confusing realm of Ulgu, which is really, really fun. And so our main character is a witch elf called Anhill, and now she's a little bit interesting in that she's actually quite badly wounded from a previous engagement that has left her with, a severe limp and pretty much a mobility disability. Like, she's not able to move as fluid and as gracefully as she once could, and maybe, you find out through parts of the story, maybe she would have been better off dead than living this half-life of this daughter of Cain, who can not live up to the expectation of what a daughter of Cain should be able to do. But nevertheless, she still is an elf, and she still is extremely good with those blades, and she is learning to overcome those difficulties she has. And so, would I like to see the main character again? I think out of all the stories I've read so far, I think out of the 3 so far, this is the one that has the easiest sort of lead on from it, Anhill is a really interesting character. The whole sort of, daughter of Cain that can no longer sort of be this murderous, almost supernaturally agile and deadly warrior, they have to sort of be this little bit more subtle, this little bit more clever, a little bit more political as a character, and I think this gives the character, a lot of room to grow and a lot of room to sort of make for interesting stories that maybe aren't, the generic sort of Daughters of Cain of we are amazing fighters and we're going to murder people. It could lead to some really interesting sort of ways on how she sort of goes about worshipping the god of murder that is Cain, doing things in a little bit of a different way. You could look at things like poisons or political backstabbings or hiring her own hitmen to do the job for her. I think there is a lot of scope for this character to have more written about them. And indeed, with some of the enemies within the story as well, I think there's definitely a lot of sort of things that could really go into interesting ways with this. And so what does the story do? Well, besides a strong main character that has a clear motivation behind them and clear sort of challenges to overcome, which is definitely a strong point of the story, no doubt, I really like the amount of twists and turns that are thrown into this story in such a short space of time that really do make you feel like you are reading a story about the Realm of Shadows. I think I remember, you know, this many twists and turns when I was reading something like Legion from the Horus Heresy, where, you know, it really gives off that feel of Alpha Legion because it has all these, you know, double crosses and double bluffs and fake outs and all that sort of stuff. And this story does the same sort of thing, although obviously in a much shorter span of time and with less of them and less sort of impactful ones at times than what Legion did. But nonetheless, it does a really good job at showing all those twists and turns within it and making you feel like you are in the realm of shadows. And so, who would like this story? Obviously, like, this whole set of stories is about the Dawnbringer Crusades, is really just a hype train getting us ready for that Cities of Sigmar Battletome release. But also, like, this one shows us the Daughters of Cain as well, and has a Daughters of Cain main character. I think that is really interesting and has a lot to offer. So if you're a fan of Daughters of Cain, you know, you're hoping this character gets more stories written about them because she is really interesting as a character. But yeah, it's really fun and pretty obvious who is going to be into the story. If you like Cities of Sigmar, you like Daughters of Cain, this is going to be for you. And so in summary, like, I don't think I can summarize it better than pretty much everything good about this story comes from one key point that really keeps driving the story forward, and that is a truly strong main character. I said it before, like, this character has challenges, they have goals, they have desires, they have wants, they have needs, and they are all really well expressed within this story. You know, not fully, but definitely you get an idea of like who the character is, and like I said, more than any of the others, I really would love to see this character again in another story. I think the story is done really well. If you have picked up these Dawnbringer short stories and you have been reading them, let us know what you thought about Heir of Shadows and indeed any of the others as well. Like I said, we'll be getting to them all, and we have already done a couple of them in Road to Hell's March and Past Returns already, but this was really enjoyable. I think a strong lead character that I really want to see more from because they have a lot to offer in the interesting sort of character that they are. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know what you enjoyed about the video down in the comments below. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description for you to come join. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, link down in the video's description as well are the best ways to help support the channel. This can either be by grabbing some merch from our Teespring or Ko-fi stores, or by grabbing some product from one of our many channel sponsors, which are linked down in the video's description as well, like Baron of Dice. Or you can join our Patreon or YouTube members, the best ways to help support the channel. If you do so, you'll get a fantastic little shout out at the end of the video, like all these amazing people, our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Cure Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, Andy C, and our YouTube members: Green Rich Gaming, Ronya, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, Davis Weir, James Tillman, Gargamel196, Disco, and John Castle. Special thank you to all of you for helping support the channel and your continual support, and a massive special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and for everyone who helps make the channel do what it's able to do, whether that's coming on for battle reports or indeed the amazing people that help run our Discord and live streams as well. Thank you all once again for your support. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.